Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to drift through space while your DAW breathes ambient life into your tracks? Well, today meet Lunaris 2 by Luftrum, the synthpads instrument that's been quietly sort of redefining the cinematic soundscapes since it was released. This isn't just another Kontakt library packed with presets. It's the pad's playground, with over double the sound sources compared to the original Lunaris. There's 530 crafted pad snapshots from analog warmth to crystalline wavetable magic, and a redesigned drag-and-drop friendly interface. Quite addictive to play with on this interface, which we'll see a bit later on in the video. You can even import your own samples and sculpt evolving texture with motion recording and an expressive XY pad. Whether you're composing for film, weaving ambient textures, or layering lush atmosphere, Lunaris 2 offers tools that sort of adapt to your creativity, and it's not the other way around. So stick with me as we sort of show you how to inject moment-to-moment interest into your workflow and reveal a feature so inspiring, well, it made me sort of like stop mid-flow really. But first, let me walk you through why Lunaris 2 feels like a living, breathing instrument. And that's just the opening sound. And there's all, like I say, all 500 patches here. I can't go through every single one. I'm just going to go for a little selection in like 10-15 minutes because I don't want the video to be too long, because I want to show you the lovely interface that we've got here to play with as well to design your sound. So it's more than a pad machine, this. I'll just play that as a synth lead. This is the analog section. Like this. Each sound beautifully crafted, no filler. You could score a whole movie with these sounds. This is sort of like one of these go-to instruments. Everyone knows I love atmosphere, but I love the sounds from this library as well. lights work as well. The drones, pads, leads. You've got these 4 sort of like cores there where you can load your sounds into. This is only using 1. And you get such a big sound. Still in the digital section here. Let's just pick another one from this area. Solar winds. Do play with the model wheel, because there are some mappings in it, because you can see that my mod wheel isn't playing around with the cutoff. String section. Let's go for Encore OB6 strings. Nice and traditional sound. Already been going 6 minutes, and I've just scratched the surface of these sounds. Do one more from this section. Love how that swells. Cinematic, Aurora Stargazer. cool is that sound? Beautiful. I better pick up a bit of speed here. Ambient. Like a pad factory. It's absolutely... words escape me. There's some kind of beauty and sereneness in these sounds. No fillers. Just pure bliss. So that's just one slot there. That's crazy. Let's see, Ambient Star Mother. That sounds an interesting patch. Like I say, we are just subtly moving the mod wheel every now and again just to see what modulations have been programmed in that enhances the sound. Some shimmers. Oh, that's cool. Do like that. That sounds intriguing. Epic supernova. One more from this section. Let's have a go. Storytelling. To be honest, all these patches and pads and sounds tell their own story. I love the sort of like distant artifacts in these sound. Just, you know what I want to say. It's, you have that sort of real synthwavy, I dare I say, Blade Runner type score sound. Yes, let's do some glassy. I don't think I've done this section. I've got mixed up where we're up to now. Drifted away. Well, that's nice. Close your mod wheel. Get a nice pad sound. Open the mod wheel, and you get nice bells to play with. So we'll just spend another 5 minutes or so going through some more of these sounds. I want to do some of these voices. Roland D50. Yeah, this sounds interesting. Notice how these load really quickly, these patches as well. Very little in the way of pause between them, which is great. Absolutely amazing how they managed to do that. You get some Kontakt instruments that there's this pregnant pause before the next sort of like instrument loads. Straight away, there we go. Lovely sound staging as well. None of them are too loud. You can see in the top right hand corner the volume levels are just perfect. So you can stack these without sort of maxing out your master bus, which I really do like Luftrum for that. Absolutely brilliant to give us that little bit of extra headroom. Got some experimental sounds. Kind of cool, these. Create a bit of tension there. some phaser flanger type sounds. I want to try this jar-esque sound, really do. And we've got a whole stack of sounds for the various version iterations of this instrument, and I can't play through all these, but here's a flavour. It's a nice solid pad. And if anybody watches State Zero, and if you haven't done, go to his YouTube channel, some wonderful, wonderful sounds coming out there. He tends to gravitate to this instrument quite a lot as well. I can see why. It's a beautiful, beautiful sounding instrument. I could keep playing, I really could. I'm going to stop there because I do want to take you through the interface. This is not going to be a full tutorial of how to use Lunaris 2. If you would like me to do one, do please leave a comment below and we will provide some sort of like guidance on how to get the best out of this instrument. But in the meantime, just a quick navigation. We have these 4 slots here that you can load sounds into, and to select the categories we have chord pads L1, chord pads L2 and soundscaping. Now if I go to chord pads L1, I have all these to go out, and if I go into chord pads L2 I have loads more, and even more when I go into soundscaping. The list just goes on and on. So if I choose one there, Hymner, classic Vangelis sound. So these just work out the box all on their own, but then the magic comes when you start blending them. And we stick another one in there. Let's go for the chord pads. And then we can randomize them. Hit that and we get a usable sounds of it. Oh, that's a nice one. So we've got some wonderful sound shaping tools before we even hit anything. And then we have the main thing where we can change the attack, decay, sustain, resonance, release even. And then we can, sorry if I want a more pad. So, simple ADSR envelope, that happens there. Just gonna change, move them around the layers, and then obviously we can pan these things around as well. Well, I'm on about the ADSR bit here and the pan, the tune, etc. Is you see these little blue lines here? That tells me that layer 1 is connected to these. So I edit, and then if I want to do layer 2, I just click on the little triangle. Then I can alter layer 2. And it's the same on this side. You can then change the filters as well. So I can have a different filter on. Let's open that fully. Let's close that. And just to prove that things are different, there you go. So a little bit of sound design, an easy way of navigating sort of just the basics of the building blocks, you know, putting your samples in, etc. Now, what we want to do is actually load up one of our own sounds. So I'm just going to turn these layers off. I'm just going to drag and drop a sample I've got. I'm just going to drop it onto one of these. And I need to change the attack. Okay, and release, there we go. And I need to open the filter fully, otherwise I'm not going to get any sound. So a little audio interface issue there. Well, so just loaded that sample into slot 1, and we get we can mix it with our own. The other sounds actually on board. So if I randomize these, tell you what, we'll pick a patch and we'll go for Atlas 85. Right, I want a guitar sound with that, so I'll just drop that into that layer A. And I've got the guitar sound on layer 1. Buttons are pad, because I've got the attack dialed right up. So you can transform the original sound, if you're just interested, does sound like this. We then have this lovely freeze button to play with, and I'm going to do it on a pad because it works better on a pad. This is if I bring on layer 3. Now if I engage the freeze, the little frosty button there, it stretches this pad. So it gives you completely different sound, and you can control that to make it drier instead. And each individual layer is independent, so you can freeze one layer or 2 layers or the whole darn lot. Wonderful way of sort of like shaping your sound. Now if I want to control the cutoff, say just open it up and close the cutoff on layer, you know, sort of give it more movement, all I need to do is go to this mod motion here and press the record button, hold down a note, and I'm affecting pitch here because I'm on LFO2. let go of your note, hit the red button again, press play, and it will control there. But if I wanted it to go to cut off 3 instead, so it's just a case of changing these drop downs, resonance instead. So a very simple thing, and you've got different modulation sources. So I'm on LFO2 here. So if I wanted it to be, I don't know, say sequence 1, which we'll come to in a minute, I can go to modulation. Sequencer 1 is empty, but if I press random, just put something in. It will put some more in there. We go modulation. And if you see what it's doing there, so if I put it on cut off again, cut off 3, it's going to, sequencer 1 is moving the cut off for 3. So there's a lot of sound design potential here, because you've also then have an XY pad, which, just let's stop that, because which moves between the sounds. So if I bring on, I need to bring on 1. So you can get it to rotate. You can record in, sort of like, so it'll go between all 3 sources, which is amazing. And last but not least, we have the FX motion, and we can, let's put some delays on. So that'll work nicely on the guitar sound. If you want to, you can record that. Get the idea of how we can actually play with this. And then you've got the main effects here where we can add more reverb, delay. I'm not going to go into all these, but just give you a flavour of what this instrument has. There's an awful lot of sound design potential, and like I say, bringing in your own user sounds is fantastic. You can, like I say, drop into user slot. Got 4 slots, and you can bring in 4 different samples to play with. So that's a little brief tour of the interface. I don't want to go into detail because this video is getting long enough as it is. So it's sort of like over to the composition time now. In this ambient sketch, we're going to take the sounds from Lunaris 2 and build sort of like an ambient track. And on purpose, I've kept it to just 8 tracks just to show you, sort of like let you, well, not show, but more let you hear the depth of what a few sounds does to your compositions. And that's Lunaris 2 in action, a pad lover's dream wrapped in cinematic prowess, intuitive control and explosive creative potential. So from importing your own samples to sculpting motion with a wonderful little XY pad, this isn't just a library, it's a sound design playground that begs to be played. And if you're a composer, producer or sound designer looking to add lush, evolving texture to your music, this instrument deserves a home in your toolkit. And if you're already using it, I'd really love to hear what you've recorded and how you've transformed your tracks with this wonderful library. So please do drop a comment below and share your experience. And don't forget to hit that like button if it sparks any new ideas, and do subscribe to the channel for more wonderful reviews of software instruments, patch libraries, and you'll never miss more creative tool deep dives like this. So until next time, stay creative, stay sonic, see you in the next one.